Hi everyone, Tuesday Buns and Guns, 30 minutes, doing lots of squats, lunges, using hand weights, so you can see mine over my shoulder, using improvised hand weights, or if you've got proper dumbbells or kettlebells, use those. A reminder, there's 2 new classes on the schedule this week, and it's called, let me see here, arms only. So today at 2 o'clock from 2 to 10, and on Thursday from 1 to 1:15. So Donna is doing those. So if you plan to attend those, maybe don't go so heavy on the weights today so that you've still got some energy and strength left to do some focused arm work with Donna. Okay, so getting ready, work at your own pace. Grab a drink anytime you need one, and get ready to work out some stress if anything has worked up over the morning. Let's get rid of it. Let's do a lot of deep breathing, a lot of deep squats. You don't have to take the movements up to high intensity if you don't want to. Deep breath in. So always modify to the level you want to work at. And maybe it's different than what you did yesterday, different than what you did last week. Every day is different, so don't always hold yourself to the same level. Sometimes we want to push, and sometimes we don't want to push so hard. So make sure that you give yourself motivation, but also be lenient as well when you need to. So tap side to side and start to do that little squat down in the middle. And as we come back up, you really squeeze down the back of the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. We're going to start to roll back the shoulders. Bring those elbows up a little higher. And now take a full arm, and like you're swimming back. And now both arms together. Keep going into that deep squat and squeeze up. 4, 3, 2, last one, and now into the corners, front of the room. Squeeze the leg. So point the toe, squeeze down the back of the leg. Push a little further, lean a bit more, and now go directly to the side. So turn your whole body. Lift your foot, place the toe so it's facing to the side wall. We don't want to do any twisting through the knees or the ankles, so everything is aligned. Good. 4, 3, 2, step forward and in side to side, crossing those wrists, alternating, one on top than the other. Go wider, go lower, and a pec press with the arms. Use your imagination, resisting in and out. You can take this to a higher intensity by doing a little bit more of a jump. Your choice. 4, 3, 2. Last one. March it out, deep breath. And up. And into our first jog. So again, this is where you modify the levels. You can be marching, you can be doing a light jog, or you can go right into high knees. Your choice. Notice I like to move around, make it a little interesting. I don't know what space you're working in. Just make sure you've got room all around for those legs when we go side to side, and the arms. 4, 3, 2, last one, and into jacks. Side to side if you want, if you don't want the high intensity. Good. Land softly on those feet. Keep those knees slightly bent. 4, 3, 2, Last one, and squat. Arms out as a counterbalance. Your hips going back, arms going forward, chest staying up. Really squeeze through the glutes, but also inner thighs. Squeeze in together. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Jogging again or marching. And maybe this time it's bringing heels up to your buns. Couple more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Back to jacks. Switch up the arms a little bit. Or do those low jacks, so just side to side if you want. Land softly. Nothing like doing jacks in a room full of pictures on the walls. Really makes you land soft. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Last set of squats. Let's do pop 1 heel up, then the second. So turn sideways. We're still sending those hips back, but we just push 1 heel up, then the other. Good. Maybe you don't sink down as far. That's okay. Using those calves. 4. Feeling those calves contract. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Deep breath. Great job. I'm going to start with lighter weights. So these are about 3 pounds. And on the spot, I step wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, out wide, in narrow, out wide, in narrow. As I go wide, I go low, then I come back up, go low, then come back up. So we're doing a little squat here in the middle, squeeze on the way up. Now I want you, when you go wide, to go forward. When you go narrow, go back. You can see me getting closer and further away from the camera. It's a V step. And I start to add my arms. Up, up, down, down. So here's why we didn't want too much weight in our hands. Up, up. Squeeze those legs. Nice and wide. Squeeze in. 2 more. 1 more. Good. And we're going to go second side. So make sure you're taking the other side out first. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Go wider, lower. Start to take it forward into that V step. Forward, forward, back and narrow. Forward, wide, back and narrow. Add those arms again. Push up, slightly forward. Squeeze those legs in. Good. 4, 3. Upper body nice and tall. 1 more. Good. Excellent work. We're going to plant those feet down nice and wide and go into a wide-legged squat. Keep those shoulders back over your hips. Knees in the same direction as your toes, but not going over your toes. Squeeze those inner thighs and glutes when you stand up. Alternate the arm lift to the front. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. No need to go faster. You can go a little heavier on the weights, but not too heavy, because we're going away from our body. Side view. So notice, back stays straight, not leaning forward. Hands don't go higher than shoulders. squeeze, squeeze. 4, inner thighs. 2 more. 1 more. Good. From here, we're going to turn and face one way. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to go into a knee dip. So it's a straight down, straight up. Not driving the knee forward. And my left knee is forward, so my right arm is doing the lifting. Again, it's shoulder height. Press down beyond my hips. A slow, controlled motion. Up, down. So that's the arm. The legs go opposite. The legs go down and up. Really feeling it in the thigh of the back leg. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come center. We're going to do wide squats again. So your option, same arms we did before, or doing them together. So it's out, stand up, squeeze. Slight bend in the elbows. Make sure the back stays straight. So we don't want any of this funny stuff going on where we use the back and come up like a snake. Nice and straight, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one. Turning to our second side, whatever that is for you, and start to do your knee dip back leg. So my right knee is forward, my left arm does the lifting. Shoulder height. When I come down, I pass it slightly behind my hip. No momentum. Again, back thigh is working. Up. Good. 4, 3, 2, whoops. Good. Yeah, sometimes we lose our balance. Okay. No weights. Just a little bit of cardio with squats. So we're just going to lift the leg out and in. And if we did a count on this kick, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Squat on 4. 1, 2, 3. Squat on 4. 1, 2, 3. Notice we don't have to go fast. The intense movements are raising the heart rate. 1, 2, 3. Only if you want, go a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still getting in that 4 count on the leg. It's just a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Got some extra work there. Picking up my medium weights. So these for me are about 5 pounds. And I'm going to tap side to side. When I tap my right foot, my right hand goes up towards the ceiling. I can even lean just a little bit. That'll eventually go away. Opening up the right side. Good. Now I'm going to bring the arm down, curl towards the floor, curl towards the floor. Adjust any weight you need. Do it with no weights. We're going to step in. For me, it's my left leg coming in, and I squat lower. Stand tall, squat lower. Notice I've taken out any lean. It's a straight push up and a squat down. Now I can lift my leg out when I stand. Outer thigh work. Oh, we're really getting those legs today. 4, 3, Keep squatting. 2. Last 1. Really good. And notice you can stay at the weight you're using. You can change at any time. One side could be stronger than the other, or maybe one side has some limitations. Always adjust. So as my left toe touches, my left arm presses. If I want to, I can lean a bit more in the initial part of the move just to open that side. Go slow. Start to curl down now. Up, curl down. Start to bring in your right leg. Squat more. Stand tall, squat more. Good. Bring up the leg, out to the side. Squeeze, outer thigh muscles. Good. I'm forgetting the squat. I need a reminder. Tall, squat. 2 more. That's 1. That's 2. Whew. Good job. And just turning sideways to touch back. Switch the legs. Touch back the toe. Hinge from the hip, lean a bit more forward. Weights, press out, 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 out. Good. So we have limbs going forward and back, weighted possibly, but they don't have to be. So it's a bit of a challenge to your balance. Your core is working, you're leaning forward, your core is working. Your choice to add more of a squat and lift the leg to the back. And if you're doing this, you've slowed down even more. So there's no music, there's no pace. There's you listening to your body, figuring out where it's getting its optimal workout. A challenge, but safe. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Okay. And let's land those feet. Number 11 position, feet underneath our hips. We hinge forward. We row with our elbows close to our upper body. We extend. And we stand tall, shoulders back, abs and glutes tight. Over, row, extend, deadlift up. Over, row, extend, deadlift up. Don't lock your knees. Squeeze those glutes when you stand. Also inner thighs. Core tight to support your back. Over, row. 1 more. Good. I'm switching to lighter weights. Then I'm going to go into a nice long stride again. I'm on the ball of my foot, back leg. Hinge forward. 1 hand down. Row it back. Elbow high to the back. Skim along the upper body. So squeeze that arm in close. You can stay heavy weights if you want. I just felt for me it was time to go lower. You got that back knee going down. Choose. Maybe you don't want it going down. Maybe you want to do the foot roll. So just rolling onto the ball of the foot and then pressing back. 4, 3, 2, last 1, step in. Ready to go, second side, nice long stride, just check your toes. Both going in the same direction, maybe a little wider side to side, helps with your balance. Now lean forward, core tight. Arm down, elbow back. Hold in tight to your body. Good. You can roll, or you can dip, or you can just do arms. Your choice. Four, maybe switch partway through. Two more. One more. Step in. Stay in your position with a lean from the hips and press back with your hands. Elbows stay high. Squeeze in to the center line of your body. Just doing a little, I thought I saw a drip come out. Oh no, I might be shampooing my carpets. 4, 3, 2, last one. I'm going back to lighter weights. We have about 5 more minutes, maybe a little less, and we start to go into some standing balance work. So let's tap again. Right arm up. I start to reach out and extend. I bring the elbow back at shoulder height. Turn my whole body. Hips, knees, and toes come with me. Good. Now lean as though you just can't quite reach a shelf. Engage the core more. Now when you bring the elbow back, turn and look. Pivot open at the elbow. Notice the upper arm through the entire move. We try to keep it level with the shoulders. If it starts to lower down, maybe you need to do this without weights or take a break. One more. Good. Last side. Start your turn. Keep the elbow still to begin. Now start to reach out. Good. Control. Reach a little further. Feel the stretch a bit more through the core. Nice and tight. When you're ready, add in the rotation to the back. Try to keep the elbow shoulder height. Turn and watch the weight the whole time. Eyes should always be on the weights. Good. Squeeze the legs. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Suitcase squat. I don't know about you. I've got 10 pounds in my hand. And my suitcase usually weighs more than that. But that's what I'm going with today. So squat down and up. Try to keep shoulders level over hips, level over knees. So it's not a front to back over, it's a side to side over. So I want to keep the shoulders up and open. What I don't want to do, this would be shoulders not level with hips because they're leaning from the center line. So we're resisting against this weight that we have in one hand. We're squeezing more as we stand up. Exaggerate it more through the glutes. Last one. When you're ready, switch weights, switch hands, and ready to go again. Good. So second side, hey, what's different? Can you go maybe lower? Go slower. Or both, lower and slower. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one. I don't know if you can hear my cat. He's joining in so many of my classes lately. A little bit of background singing there. He's locked in a room, not quite too happy about it. So let's do a deep breath in. One more. Anytime you need to, you can do that. Keep the breathing going. We're going to start to work on some standing moves. So I've got one foot planted, I try to think about 4 corners on those feet. So not just locking my heel, not just locking my toes or the ball of my foot. Try to think of 4 corners. Plant that foot. Now, same leg. Keep the knees slightly bent. Now this moving leg, pretend there's a string. You pull your abs in, it pulls a string, which is attached to your knee. So in your mind, you think, abs, string, knee. Abs, string, knee. Yeah, maybe you lose your balance once in a while. Abs, string, knee. Look at that. We're now going up 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Abs, string, knee. One more time. Good. Okay, ready? Second side. Plant all 4 corners. Start to lift. These arms are out for balance. You don't have to have them out. Your hands are getting tired. Your arms are getting tired. Keep the shoulders back. Start to think about the string between your abs and your knee. Start to say, abs, string, knee. Abs, string, knee. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Abs, string, knee. One more time. Good. Stand on that first leg again. Going into hamstring curls. So the curling leg is slightly behind your standing leg. Standing leg has a soft knee. Plant your foot of the standing leg. Focus on something that's not moving. Try to control the wobble. Touch down if you need to. Hold this one up. Really squeeze and start to push. Push. So you can push just the leg. You can push the legs and the hands. Go in the opposite direction. You can slow it down and do a lean as you push. Try to lead with the heel of the foot, not the toe. Good. Extend slowly. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Feeling that one in the hamstring. Okay. Second side. Lock that foot to the ground, 4 corners. Start to curl. Curling legs slightly behind your standing leg. Standing leg, soft knee. Focus on something that's not moving. Squeeze more. Use your imagination. Make it harder than it needs to be. You get more out of it. Hold this one up. Start to press away with your heel. With your heel. If you want to, add the hands opposite direction. Next option, if you want, is to lean as well. And because we're doing a bigger motion away from center line, it's a bigger challenge to our balance. 4, hang in there. 3, 2, and last one. Really good. Deep breath in. Let it go. And up. Let's hold those hands up, stretch. Try to reach off of your shoulders. Slowly come forward with those palms facing you, thumbs up. And as we pull away from our upper body, feel the stretch through your shoulders, your neck, upper back a little bit. Slowly bring it down. Deep breath in. Grab on again. This time flip your hands. Press away from your body with your palms. Your thumbs are pointing down. You land out from your shoulders in front. Lead with the heel of each palm and feel the stretch through your upper arms. Bring it down. This time grab on behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can stay right here with your hands and just enjoy that stretch through the chest. Or you can lift slightly with your hands. We're not leaning forward as we do that. So totally optional to do the lift. Bring it down. One arm with the hand between your shoulder blades. Elbow by your ear. Stretch for the triceps. Reach out, switch. So this free hand is not pushing, it's not pulling, it's just there for support. Good. Going into our leg stretches. So a nice long stride with our legs. Toes, both feet going forward. We lean slightly over that front thigh. Now bend the knee of the back leg. Press the heel down on the back foot. And then slowly start to almost straighten the back leg, but leave a little bend in that knee. Feel the stretch in the calf, back leg. Core tight, supporting our body as it's leaning over. Even though we've got support on our thigh, we still want that core to be engaged. Slowly bring those shoulders back, up onto the ball of the foot. Press your hips forward, so a little tuck through the pelvis. Sink down, and bring your arm across. So my left leg is back, my left arm is going across. Shoulder relaxes, and my hand can be on one side of my elbow or the other, either lower arm or upper arm, but not right on that joint. Release, come up, step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Go into a squat, and then as though you're going to sit down, so push the hips back. Keep the chest up. Pivot on the heel of the front foot, bring the toes back to your nose. And all down that front leg. But it's the back of the front leg, the glute, the hamstring, and the calf, all getting a stretch. Even more if you want, you can pretend you're pressing out and sitting back further. Slowly up. Same thing, second side. Long stride, check your toes, everything pointing straight ahead. Lean, press the heel down, make any adjustments you need to and how far apart your feet are, and then almost but not quite straighten the leg. Always a micro bend in that knee. Calf stretch. Slowly bring the shoulders back over your hips, up onto the ball of your foot. Tuck, press forward with your hips. Sink down, arm across your body, hug it in, but make sure your shoulder stays relaxed down. You can even lean your head towards these hands, or these fingers that are wiggling here. And head back, release, come up, step in. Then we're going to sit back and down into that pretend chair behind us. Bring the toes back towards your nose without locking this front knee. So again, we have that micro bend. Glute, hamstring, calf, all getting a stretch. Toe down, roll up. Last stretch for the quads. Lean on something or work on balance. So, four corners of that foot planted on the ground, soft knee, and then this stretching leg, it comes up, thighs squeeze together, but then it moves slightly back. And then we squeeze the glutes, so the buns get tighter, and we press forward right here in the hips. And then we get a stretch in the quads. Bring that down. Lots to think about, eh? Simple stretch, but there's so much to think about. Ground your standing leg, soft knee. Lifting up the leg we're going to stretch. And then we move it slightly back, squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze your glutes. Press forward with your hips. Feel the stretch get more intense. Down the thigh. Good. Bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. If you have any questions about some of the stretching and whether you're feeling it in the right spot, or even if you want someone to connect with you one-on-one to go over, please reach out to myself, to Lindsay, to any one of the other instructors, we would be so happy to help you with that. And don't forget, new classes. Today at 2 for 10 minutes, more gun work. And Thursday, 2 to 2:15. Nope, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it wrong. Thursday is 1 to 1:15. Check the schedule, just in case I got it wrong. Thanks, everybody.